Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Noles.
What a way to start a game. Coaches always talk about from the opening whistle being locked in and being loaded and being ready to go. Taking the opening kick back for a touchdown, man, it doesn't get better than that.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Stanford's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boots his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Seminoles offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Using the quick game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State 21, Stanford 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll pull it down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That's caught. It's Lucas. Bulldozes him. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Florida State 28, Stanford 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Coming after him.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. They'll try the run. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida State 37, Stanford 0.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Feeling some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Still looking, on the move. Gonna try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Quarterback gets the first down. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown Seminoles.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Noles. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Gibson. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bachmeier. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have...
And it's loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better.
He's loose. Give him 6. Touchdown, Seminole. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
67, Stanford, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Gibson. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking for an open man on second down. With the catch, it's Bachmeier. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Noles!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Stanford, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the tailback. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Second down coming up. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Palo Alto as we say hello from our broadcast studios. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll put the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They go to the ground. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket starts to collapse. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. To the air, it's Glenn. Unloads to the right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 13 to Tulane.
Leaves it with the back.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Bachmeyer. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being... He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Buckmeyer. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last. Time to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. I saw a great example of it right there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
8 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the plus side of the 50. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire to the left. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He'll return it from around the 50. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Seminoles have moved it inside the 20. Give to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Noles! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the air, it's Glenn. Moves around to clear up the vision. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Seminoles in the hurry up. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Turns it on in midfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. Running with power. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Brings up 2nd down.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.